The apical meristem, which is located at the tips of roots on plants, is responsible for the growth in plants and produces new cells through mitosis that will eventually specialize. The lateral meristem, which is responsible for the growth in diameter, occurs on the outside of stems and roots. Ever wonder how plants get their food? Well, the xylem transports water up the plant in one direction, while the phloem transports the food and minerals in various directions throughout the plant. On this diagram of the inside of a tree, the xylem is located on the inside of the plant with the vascular cambium as the next layer. The phloem is then found outside the vascular cambium, and the bark, or the cork cambium, acts as a protective outer layer. The vascular cambium, which is located between the xylem and the phloem, produces new vascular tissue. The cork cambium, which is located outside the phloem, replaces the outer layer of the root and stem and is the last living layer of tissue before the bark. The surface tissue is the outer waxy cuticle layer that protects the plant and prevents water loss. The parenchyma tissue is made up of thin-walled cells, and its main function is photosynthesis and storage. The sclerenchyme tissue is made up of thick-walled cells that provide shape and support, allowing plants to stand upright. The vascular tissue of plants is responsible for the transportation of food, water, and minerals. The primary root is the first root which appears out of a germinating seed. A taproot is a primary root that grows thicker and longer and has secondary roots growing off of it. A great example of a taproot is a carrot.
3, 2, 1.
A fibrous root is a primary root that branches off into many smaller roots. An example of a fibrous root is grass. An aerial root is a root that is exposed to air in order to absorb moisture. An example of an aerial root is Spanish moss. An adventitious root, otherwise known as a prop root, is a specialized root that grows directly from the stem above the ground. An example of an adventitious root is corn. Thanks for watching our video on roots.